60%. And this is a huge increment that has happened. And this is from the same data and some studies which was done in the Gulf states. And as you can see, unfortunately, we are really exceeding now 50% of our population being either overweight or already obese, unfortunately. Now, what really makes things worse is another issue, which is the obesity among children as a predisposing factor for type 2 diabetes in the near future. You have to know that in Saudi Arabia, now we have the highest obesity among children. When you look into this Lancet paper, which was published in 2002, you can see in Saudi Arabia we are 6.3, and the second highest was in Egypt, 3.9, and another one in Morocco, you can see it is 3.8. So it seems that we are also ethnically more prone to develop obesity at a younger age. This means that we are cooking the disease in the future. This is, I think, enough data to tell you how much this problem is growing in the area, and I'm using Saudi Arabia as an example. Now, let us forget about the spread of the disease and let us go deep into the disease and see, are we different from what is happening in the whole globe when it comes to the complications and the aspects of the disease? The first things I would like to tell you that unfortunately, if you look into the different studies which was done in the United States or in UK, for example, and compare them with all the data which are available in the literature from Saudi Arabia, unfortunately, we have the highest fasting blood sugar and even the worst 2 hours postprandial. What does this mean? This means that for each millimole, since we are 10 and they are 8 or even 9, this means that we have about 25% more chance of having complications than what they have there. And this is just only because we are a little bit lousy when it comes to controlling diabetes. This is a very important point before we go into the complications. Now, this is not to say that when we did our community survey, we catch diabetic patients. And part of our survey was to see how good they have been controlled. And you can see another shocking data, 65% of the people whom we catch them in the community, known to be diabetic, unfortunately having a hemoglobin A1C more than 9, which are by definition poor control. And only 25% were really on the range. So this tells you how much the problem within the diabetic population also. This is a very well-known graph showing you the correlation between the hemoglobin A1C and the different complications, the retinopathy, the nephropathy, the neuropathy,